Hello, my name is John Keyes from Computer Keys. This session will show you how easy it is to automate the distribution of full-color graphical PDF documents using KeyesOverlay and KeyesMail. I will be showing you the process of developing an overlay using KeyesOverlay's mapping tool. I will finish by emailing the completed PDF document using KeyesMail. We start with the KeyesOverlay menu. I will create or find a spool file that has the data we are interested in. It must be a standard SCS printer file. Here is a sample spool file called Invoice W, located in one of my output queues. As you can see, it is a monthly utility bill for Way Ahead. I have altered the output to contain an email command at the top of each page. This will contain the destination email address for each bill that is printed. You may print as many documents as you want in the same spool file, as long as each one has its own email command. KeyesMail will automatically burst the spool file into parts and email each to the appropriate recipients. I will transfer the first page from this spool file to my IFS, where I can use the KeyesOverlay mapping tool to create an overlay for it. Now I will start up the KeyesOverlay mapping tool to begin the process of creating a map for this utility bill. Let's take a look at the map tool. There are lots of tabs in the upper portion of the screen. This is where the mapping process takes place. There are 3 tabs in the lower portion of the screen. This is where you can see what the completed document will look like. As you can see, I have opened the sample spool file data that was transferred to the IFS. Notice that the mapping tool has automatically mapped the raw spool file data onto the page. At this point, I will demonstrate how to build a more professional looking document from the raw data. We don't have to worry about the email address at the top. KeyesOverlay will automatically strip out any email commands before it makes each PDF. Let's start by removing the Way Ahead Inc. company name and replace it with an actual logo. I find the line containing the company name and remove it. Now I will switch to the Images tab on the upper half and select a logo to be placed on the page in the lower half. I have selected the WA logo, and this is what it looks like. Now I import that logo into the map. Let's see what it looks like on the page. As you can see, it is too large for the page, so I will shrink the logo using these tools in the upper half. I'll make it 35% of the original size and move it to the left a bit. There, that looks much better. Now I'm going to draw some graphics on the page. I select the Drawings tab. First, I'll replace the vertical bar with a solid line. And I will draw some boxes around some of the data with some nice pastel shading colors to make the data stand out better. I will repeat this to make a few more boxes. Now I'm going to alter the size and color of some of the text on the screen. I select the Fields tab. I can locate a field by right-clicking and selecting Locate Object. I will change the size, the font, and the color to make it look nicer. I will repeat this to make a few more font changes. I can add a barcode at the bottom so that the account number can be scanned. And I can even add a QR code so that the customer can scan to view our website if they want. After completing the mapping process, I will save it to the IFS. Let's go back to the Keys Overlay menu and upload the new map and logo image into the IBM I. I saved them in the test folder from the mapping tool, so I can upload them from there. We have completed the mapping process to make the full color graphical overlay. Modifications would only take a few minutes at most if we need to change anything in the future. Now I will switch to the KeyesMail menu and show you how easy it is to automate the emailing of monthly utility bills. Item 34, KeyesMail spool files, can be used to define how each of your spool files are automatically emailed through our automated output queue. If you drop a spool file into the KeyesMail out queue, it is automatically converted into a PDF and emailed. I'm going to create a record named after the spool file. It was called Invoice W. All I will need is a subject for the email and the name of the overlay map that we just created. And we are done. It is as simple as that. We are ready to have the Invoice W spool file automatically burst and emailed. All I have to do is move this spool file over to the KeyesMail out queue. As soon as it is released, the spool file will be automatically processed and emailed. And it is already done. I just received the email, so here is the PDF attachment that I received. It looks pretty good. That concludes the demonstration. Let's review. We started with a standard SCS printer file, created a full color overlay for it, all in under 15 minutes. Now we can email our utility bills by simply routing Invoice W spool files to the KeyesMail out queue for automatic bursting and emailing. If you would like to learn more, please go to our website, ckeys.com. We have other videos and can let you try out the system for a free trial period to make sure that it meets your needs. I can help you to make your first overlay using a GoToMeeting session to get you familiar with the process.